Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Crickbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Yeah, I think momentum is a real thing. I think you would have seen in the first test after going down in the first game. Then the Wonders test, we managed to get some momentum and how that carried through us through the whole series. I do think momentum is a thing. Obviously, it's different format, different skill set, different type of pressure. But I think from a momentum and confidence point of view, that's well within the team. And we'll be relying on that, leaning on that to help inspire the other new guys and really get us through the challenges and pressures that we'll be facing over the next 3 games. I'm not aware of any physical issues with Quinton. I'm not aware of any mental issues with him either. Yes, he had his issues, well, not issues, but he had his commitments with his family, with his wife giving birth. But he's here at the team now. He's been training with the guys. So yeah, as far as I know, Quinton is fit and healthy. Yeah, the last time I played was Sri Lanka. I got injured. Feels like 2 years ago. But I think in terms of the opening, I'm looking at the guys we have here. There's obviously Quinton up front. There's Yanaman Malan. And I mean, those guys, have done fairly well. So I don't see that changing. I obviously come back into the picture at number 3. And then, yeah, it's probably more the middle order, whether we want to go with the extra batter or an all-rounder at 6. I think that's probably the real conversation that needs to happen. But in terms of openers, I think Quinton and Yana Malan have done very well over the last while. It's good to see Quinny again. We obviously miss him, as the test team. But he's obviously made his decision, and that's a decision that we respect. So yeah, having Quinny again within the team, it's been good, and knowing Quinny, he will have a point to prove. I don't want to speak or put words in his mouth, but he'll have a point to prove. And I'm sure he's also, as excited as we are to see him within the team. Yeah, Marco has obviously been drafted into the ODI squad. I think the world has seen what cricketing abilities he has, and the X-Factor ability. So I think that was really a no-brainer to get him into the white ball and to see his skill display there. And he's obviously a guy who will come strongly into contention when we speak about the team. Look, it's obviously a strong white ball team or ODI squad that they've put out. We'll be giving them the respect that they deserve, like we do to any other team. We're not expecting this one-day series to be any easier. We know that it's going to be a tough, especially considering the test series. And yeah, we'll be preparing as well as we can to make sure that we're ready for whatever challenge comes our way. I mean, obviously we'll have to, considering Paul, the conditions there. Obviously Paul is a lot different to our Highveld wickets, where Paul is a lot more on the lower side, a bit more skiddier. So I mean, we consider, I guess, the pace bowlers who can exploit that. So like I said, I mean, guys like Lungi, guys like Makala, guys like Marco Jansen, they come into the picture, guys who can exploit those conditions with the new ball. And then Paul as well, is quite friendly towards the slower bowlers as well as the spinners. So again, guys like Shamsi, Maharaj, Linda, they all come into the picture. Like I said, the selectors have to finalize on that. I know they, I think, busy with that now. But everyone who's within the squad comes into that contention. I think you can respect the fact that I can't release the definite players at this point. Yeah, I think, the batting preparation from a slow bowling point of view, I think that's been happening for the past couple of months, for the past year actually. And I think you would have seen the positive result that the guys displayed when we played in Sri Lanka in that previous white ball series. I think you would have seen at the World Cup as well, is that we've made positive stride in terms of how we're playing the slow bowling. And we know coming up against India, spin bowling is obviously a strength of them as a bowling unit. So that's something as well that we are aware of. And like I said, we'll prepare as well as we can to mitigate against that. Obviously, the Test series went quite well for the team, but for me personally, I think my feet seemed to move well, and like you say, I was hitting the ball quite well. So I'd like to carry on with that momentum, with that feeling. I have that opportunity again tomorrow within the ODI. People have asked me if there's anything that I've changed or is there anything that I've done differently. To be honest, no. I think I've been doing things the same. And maybe it's just a good period of good form for me. With that being said, tomorrow is tomorrow. I'm not going to be the one that's going to dwell too much on what has happened within the past. But yeah, at the moment, my feet are moving quite well and I'm hitting the ball quite nicely. Yeah, I think that road to 2023, it started, for me at least, when I came in. My captaincy tenure. The question from Putkanyu, so regarding what the series means to us is that for us it means a lot, as much as there's no points geared towards qualifying for the World Cup. Every one-day game is a step in that direction, in terms of us really solidifying our game, in terms of us really getting that confidence within our game. I think if you look at our T20 game as a team, I believe we've made a lot of strides there. And obviously it helped that we played a lot of T20 cricket last year. So with one-day cricket, we accept that there are margins, there are improvements that we need to make within our discipline. And this series against India will give us perfect opportunity against a strong outfit to really test ourselves and see where we need to improve, and also to see that the personnel we have are the guys we can really go forward with.